7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
We're all readied up, and we're set to go. It's game time. I'm ConX5. We're in 2K4 CTF playing a little bit of Bleak here. Blue just came off a dominant performance on Vault City, beating red in pretty much all facets, 4-1. We saw Xellos with a wicked sick coming in playing mid. I'm curious to see if we're going to have him in the same role. Looks like we have Failsauce running offense again. Not a surprise, pretty much all he does in this game. So he's going to be grabbing this flag constantly for blue team. He'll probably be their pretty much their only flag grabber. I think last map we had him on offense, and then 9, who we see playing more of a close type cover role. And looks like Xellos is going to be in mid again, probably playing mid cover role and maybe fighting for those pickups. It looks like we got Blimpo with his amp. Let's go see if we can get a camera on him and see what he's doing. Running around causing mass destruction. He's going to be doing the same thing as 9, playing sort of a frag-heavy cover role in offense. It looks like Red's opting to play fully aggressive offensive players, as opposed to having anyone in mid. Blue looks like they're going to be playing 2 fully aggressive offensive players with 1 grabber and 1 cover, and then have 1 guy in mid going back and forth between cutting off the flag carriers and covering his own flag carrier. Of course, Bleak having such an exposed flag stand, it's not hard to get the flag off the stand. Getting it into mid is your first battle, and then getting it back under your stand once you're back in your base is really the other battle. So really, either strategy is viable that you can do there. As you see, Failsauce getting denied at the last second by Blimpo with a quick grab there. You can expect to see a lot of that this map, as it takes so long to get back to your flag stand. You really have to have your cover in order and keep that clear. You see blue team there actually able to win that standoff, but they weren't able to keep the base clear long enough to actually get that cap. See Xellos already on a spree, not sure what the amp timing is, so we'll just go straight to the flags here. Looks like PB and Stall still on defense for red, same as last game. Based on what we're seeing, I think everyone's playing the exact same roles as last game. You see Killer going out with 5 health, able to get Cafe down, but he's going to be all alone here. He's going to back up a little bit, grab some armor and some health, and kind of hope to get some cover. I mean, he's up to 50 armor and 20 health, but he's going to need a little bit more than that, especially because enemy flag carrier is right around the corner, so the entire blue team is going to be in their base. However, that return comes in right in the nick of time. Meanwhile, you got Danny grabbing blue flag. He's going to be running. Got 3 blue in front of him, though. You saw a little bit of a drop back there, so it's not going to do him any favors. Xellos is going to have free reign to do that if he's playing like he did last game, where it's more of a mid-roll. He can drop back at any time to help cut off the flag carrier, and he's going to be sort of free to make that decision on his own. So we're going to watch Sta a little bit on defense here. He soaks up some of his own vials, trying to keep that away from the other team's offense. It looks like there might be some fighting for some power-ups in mid, because blue is not putting much pressure on the red's defense right now. We got only 9 in their base, and he's about to get double-teamed into oblivion, it looks like. Oh, meanwhile, Failsauce able to sneak in, so it looks like what Sta's doing, or excuse me, what 9 is doing is maybe as much distraction as anything. Not necessarily needing to get the kill to be effective. If he can distract and get 2 guns shooting at him, then that just lets Failsauce jump in and grab that flag freely. Sta, though, we saw him last map get a clutch return at the last second, and you saw him right there getting another one, picking up that translocator and grabbing the flag immediately, as opposed to dancing around it and trying to get kills off it. Really a vital skill to have in this game. You really have to have that instinct. Blimpo with the pickup. Again, he's got a long run back to the flag, though. Blue's going to get there a split second too late as he pistons back to his stand. Luckily for him, he noticed he had enough health to do that, and he'd rather take that 20 damage hit than give the other team time to get that flag moving. That's a smart move right there. However, what you're going to see in this map is a lot of times flag runners will get back to their base too weak to piston back to their stand, and then they have no chance of outrunning the other team. Go ahead and watch some, as we see Danny grabbing that keg, go ahead and watch some blue defense coming in, as you've got Cafe out here completely stacked on armor. Looks like he snuck out and grabbed 100 at some point. So he's going to go ahead and push out, just because, you know, why not? He sees the red offense out in mid, so he might as well push out and try to help control these power-ups. It's a smart move by Cafe. It's a heads-up move by him, so he's going to grab that amp. Only 20 health, probably not going to do a whole lot with it. Just go back and try to cut off the flag carrier, but at the very least, he was able to keep it away from the other team's offense. He's back in position to defend the flag already, so It's good heads up play by Cafe, pushing out and taking that amp. Meanwhile, red flag is back in blue base. Let's cover that. So they're going to be ready to get this cap, but again, red sneaks right in there, able to get that kill and get that return just quickly enough. Red was right at the entrance to their base, so a couple more seconds they would have been all over that flag. Blimpo goes down to a nice mid-air flak. That's harder than it looks. Catches that, goes through his shield, and takes him down because he only had 9 health. I'm not sure what the timing of amp is, and he can't jump to keg, so we're just going to go take a look at some of these flags hanging around. Failsauce is going to go down instantly. Looks like Killer was able to drop back. I see Killer's waiting on his own 100. Looks like he got it. Took a little bit of damage, though. Kind of surprised we haven't seen Killer grabbing more. Looks like he's been doing a lot more of the distracting kind of role. He is waiting on his team's 100, though. Looks like it didn't come up. Not sure when amp is. I think he's still got a little bit of time on it. So let's go follow Failsauce as he jumps out and goes down instantly. Red 100 armor finally comes up. Right as Killer's out of position to grab it. 9 gonna grab. He's not really their flag carrier, though. He might have just been trying to keep the D honest and make sure they're paying attention whenever he's in the base as well. Who haven't we watched on D? Well, let's go ahead and watch Xellos and see what he's doing. Like we said, he's going to be in a very fluid role, running around, cutting off flag carriers, covering his own team coming out to mid, and trying to control these power-ups. It can be an extremely effective role, but it relies on a lot of decision-making. Of course, someone who's played as long as Xellos is going to have pretty good instincts, so you can generally trust an experienced player to do that. But it's one of those roles that's kind of difficult to quantify. You can't necessarily go just by frags. A lot of times it's just a matter of whether or not you were in the right place to get that timely return. You get a lot of shots and a lot of plays that, from another perspective, may seem lucky, but really what it comes down to is putting yourself in position to make those plays ahead of time. You see right there, he knows he can't save that flag, so he's going to head straight across the map. He's going to grab that amp now. Okay, it's a good position to go ahead and slow down this red offensive barrage that's trying to keep the blue flag moving. They've been effective at that, but the red flag wasn't really going anywhere, so it didn't really have any effect. And Xellos not going to push in, try to take down the defense, probably will tell his teammates to go ahead and grab, because right now the red defense has to determine whether they would rather shoot at the blue flag carrier or shoot at Xellos. And Blimpo's made his decision. Not a bad move by Blimpo, because he's not actually on defense. So what he did is he actually occupied Xellos while he had the amp, and it allowed both of his defenders to go and return there. So pretty good move by Blimpo. His offense was a little bit less strong at that moment, but given that you're trying to stop an amp run and how effective these amp runs were in the last map, not a bad trade-off there. Let's go ahead and follow the blue flag moving here. Killer with it again. Gonna jump up and take that armor. Seems to like doing that. Blimpo's behind him. It looks like Blimpo's waiting to get a pickup there, and that's exactly what happened. Was while Killer was able to distract the D, he grabs and goes the other direction. Not a bad idea. He even had a guy waiting there for the pickup, but Cafe able to get that double kill. LG's coming out from all directions. Blue team just completely outgunned, leaving red base. Let's go back to stall and watch him play a little bit of defense. Looks like he's opting to play the distance role, so he's going to see the other team translocating to his flag and try to shoot him in the back, basically. Maybe even kill the translocator out of the air. Doesn't see 9 waiting for him on his own armor, though. Throw some prediction rockets out. He knows where the blues going. They're going to kill them both out. Looks like Xellos still alive. Probably not going to be seeing him run in and grab the flag anytime soon, though. He's probably going to stick around and cut off the enemy flag carrier. Failsauce, however, will grab. Got to go out, drop a flak ball in the face. Go out high. Going out high, it's harder to get to. It's a little more roundabout, but once you can get up there, you have a lot more cover against people trying to come up and get that return. He's going to fake the the lift there. Go down and get the health. You see a nice little fake there, but he wasn't able to get past the defense. So now Danny's sneaking across the map here. While everyone was distracted with the blue flag carrier, he's jumping straight to his flag to get the cap right there. So blue team now in position right at the halfway point to turn this one around compared to last game. However, still plenty of time for either team to take control of this game. See 9 with a rare flag grab going out high mid. Don't think that's a bad move for him. Like I say, he's not really their primary flag runner. He's not going to be doing any crazy trick jumps. See him back in base with less than 20 health, so he's not going to be able to piston. And he actually bounces on the head, blocking his dodge jump across to the flag. However, the flag was already gone anyway, so either way, his team's going to have to take control of this base and do it now. He's on his stick, but he's going to drop the flag. The flag goes down low. Looks like Failsauce is able to get that pickup, but they're still going to need to get this kill in the flag carry. He pistons back to his stand just in time for that return. Really fortunate for Failsauce. That flag wasn't even... The flag carrier wasn't even dead by the time he pistoned to his base, or back to his stand. He got returned in mid-air when he was on the way, so absolutely nothing Red could do for that one. That was just perfect timing by the blue team. We're going to watch a little bit of Chicken as he defends his flag. Sees Killer coming in. Knows Killer likes to wait until he has armor to grab, so he's probably not going to be super aggressive with transing in and grabbing it. In fact, he's waiting for their armor right... Or actually, someone else is waiting for their armor right now. He's going to get a combo in the back from that same person. He's got dual assault rifles, though, so he's probably going to win the game now. Ooh, but those rockets take him out. It's a good thing he took him out, because his dual assault rifles are pretty much gods here in this game. Failsauce dancing around a little bit. I don't think Red knows exactly where he is. So he's going to use that to his advantage. He's going to stock up, grab a little bit of armor, wait for his flag to get under control, piston all the way across the map. Ooh, he sees the amp up. He's going to grab that. Let's give him some first person. See if he does anything fancy here. Going to come back in his base high. A good move. It gives you a little bit more cover. It's a little less exposed. Going to cover himself with amp minigun. He's got plenty of cover around him as Xellos had dropped back to help cover him across the map. So on the plus side, they're back in base, and they're able to get this return. Oh, Xellos had pushed back out, so there you go. Like I say, Xellos with that mid-roll, kind of bouncing back and forth, can be really disruptive for the enemy team. Able to both cover his flag carrier and get the return there. Perfect example of what you can do whenever you're making the right decisions in mid. Of course, if you're not making the right decisions, the risk is you do the exact opposite. You miss covering your flag carrier and you miss getting the return. You got to be in the right place at the right time. Take another look at Chicken here defending. Blimpo trying to come in. Looks like Blimpo doing his distracting job. Looks like Danny's basically been doing that too. They've been leaving all the grabbing to Killer now. Right as I say that, Danny grabs. Looks like what I'm expecting is... I actually expected Danny and Killer to both be grabbing non-stop. Looks like they've been doing a little bit more of a patient approach, waiting till they get all three people in and trying to take out or distract the D, and then having whoever's left between Killer and Danny grab the flag, maybe whoever has the highest health. Blimpo hasn't really gone on any substantial runs yet. He's not even grabbing right now. You see him basically using his fragging ability almost as a bluff, like basically jumping in and saying, you better deal with me or you're going to go down. And that's exactly what the D has to do, and so if his team is ready to go, they can run in and grab while he's distracting the defense there. Just about 6.5 minutes here. You see Killer with another grab. Cafe going to go down, though. Blimpo going to get that grab after that return. And Blimpo is going to try to outrun the D there, but 9 dropping back for blue offense. Pretty much ready to just cut off the flag carriers immediately. Failsauce, meanwhile, he's all by himself because we know his offense was out in mid cutting off that flag run. But he's going to dance around doing a good job of just avoiding damage. He's down to 10 health, though. He doesn't want to drop the flag under there. He'd much rather drop it and force the defense to return. If you drop the flag under the stand in that back hallway, it's so easy to defend. More than likely, the defense is just going to leave it there. And that's not going to do your offense any favors. He's already grabbing again, grabbing with just 100 health. Getting out to mid, though, keeping the pressure on that defense, but nobody out there to get that return. Or excuse me, to get that pickup. So both flags going back. Check on the amp. Someone's got their translocator on it. So Killer seems to think it's going to spawn sometime soon. Xellos has certainly had control of it, and he just jumped out at it, so we're seeing a little bit of a fight over that. Cafe with a spree, seeing if he can extend that with his amp, but still hasn't come up yet. Xellos already back fighting over it. Somebody grabbed it. Looks like it might have been Cafe who then got telefrag, so... They won that fight and got the power up, but really aren't going to have a chance to do anything with it. In the meantime, Danny's all the way across mid, coming into his own base, able to piston right up to the stand again, denied the last second, but then a pickup if he can get it, Blimpo gets the pickup, but the flag is gone now. Basically ran in circles around the flag. Finally able to piss him back to his own base right before 9 jumps right through the flag. 9 had just timed that translocator, or translocation, I guess you'd say, slightly off there. So matter of inches there. Ties the game up with just about 5 minutes left to go. Seeing this being a much more closer game than last time. Every player playing the same position. So it just goes to show what can happen whenever you change maps. Even with the same teams playing the same positions, we're seeing a very, very close game on this one. See, Blimpo with the multi-kill. I don't think he had amps, so he did it the old-fashioned way. Both teams backing up a little bit. Go ahead and watch Cafe playing a little bit of defense here. So we see Red throwing one guy in, 2 in. Not sure, they may be dropping back to stop this. Given that it's a tie game and they're both pretty close, you may very well see both teams dropping back even more than usual on this map to try to keep their flags under control. If that's the case, though, we may just need to see more of pushing up their forward defenders like we saw Cafe do earlier in the game to steal that amp away. And there you go, see Cafe pushing right up. Looks like they have timing on amp, or maybe he's just pushing up on offense now. Looks like he has this 100 armor. He's completely stacked. Figures he might as well go up and see if he can get the flag in his hands. Gonna get a kill, gonna grab again. He may have dropped another offensive player back on defense with him. As he tries to frag his way across mid, but it's not gonna happen. Killer's got the blue flag. Goes down quickly. 9, meanwhile, with the red flag running across. A nice little combo there. He's gonna get the kill. He's gonna get back to his side of mid, but there's nobody there for the pickup. Seeing a lot of solo grabs and solo runs coming out here, but it's really difficult to do on this map, especially when the offenses are dropping back so much. You're really going to need to wait for some coordinated cover in mid. It looks like red defense is pushing up one of their people towards mid too, so both teams having a really heavy mid presence. You see the headshot and the LG coming in. That just means it's going to be that more important to get everybody together and be able to frag your way through. Basically, it's going to come down to which team can win a couple 4-on-4 team deathmatch skirmishes, and that's going to be the team that gets the flag across. Failsauce in good position. He's going to go in mid. Nobody there for the pickup again, though. And Danny there, cherry picking the flag, and knowing that his teammate was going to go down. However, not able to get. Oh, there you go. See the headshot coming in. So Danny's going to hide for a second, play a little bit cheeky. Oh, but the blue defense is not impressed. This Cafe knows exactly where he went. See if we can get on this flag. There you go. Nine's going to get out to mid. Needs some cover desperately, though. He's got 3 red all over him. Not seeing any cover. He's probably thinking to himself, wait a minute, I am the cover. That's exactly what happened. Failsauce waiting for the cherry pick. Cherry pick's not going to work that well in this map, though, because the defense knows exactly where you're going. You're not going to really juke anybody because you're all going to come out in this very narrow linear map. He's grabbing again. Going to head out to mid. We've seen that all game. He's been really trying to keep the pressure on that defense, making sure that they stay aware of where he is at all times. However, his flag is gone at the same time. That's pretty much keeping him from being able to get any of his team pushed up. His red is keeping the blue flag in their hands, so both teams are having to really compress back and concentrate on their own flags, which is making it a little hard for them to push anyone up to help out with some extra cover. Danny, though, able to push into his base. No one able to get the pickup, though, as blue just in better position there. Saw a lot of people really interested in this amp area. I'm not sure what the timing is of it. I'm not sure if they know what the timing is of it. But given that we're down to, the final minute of the game, you can virtually call this sudden death now. Pretty much whoever gets the next cap is going to win. That next amp is going to be extremely important. Every amp for the rest of the map is going to be even more valuable than usual, because all you got to do is go on one lucky run and you can end the game. Speaking of lucky runs, with 29 seconds left, we just saw blue pull ahead there. By no means guarantees victory, but on a map like this, you really got to get that flag moving. If you're the red team, you have to have 5 offense all going in and out at the same time. It's not very easy to cap quickly on this map. So red getting this flag moving. They're coming back into their base. He's got 10 seconds. He can get back to his base. If they get this flag pick up, they can't quite get it. Blue turns around, able to stop them. They had the right idea, though. So after a brutal map 1, we saw a much closer one. Like I said, everyone playing the same positions just saw a different map and what that can, the effect that can have on things. Saw a lot of headshots coming in this game, all around the board. There won't be a map 3, so we'll see what happens on the next PUG.